gonna make him an offer again.
Of all the gin joints and all the towns and all the
can't
world.
handle the truth. Gentlemen, you can't fight in here. This is the
Frankly,
war.
my dear, I don't give a damn.
This is where the fun begins.
Fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night.
Boom! Welcome back to Movie Melee. We got an exciting match for you this evening. We got a number one contenders match. Payson Johnson going up against Kirk Kowalkowski. When we last saw Payson, he's fresh off of two victories, one against Tony and the other against Matthew Chen, earning his spot here. And Kirk, on the other hand, having a phenomenal season. Definitely, I think, making a run for Player of the Year. He won the singles belt earlier this season, and then followed it up by just pitching the first ever 100% perfect game against Amaru Moses when we last saw him to earn his way back here to the number one contenders match. Both the competitors playing at the top of their game. Speaking of the top of their game, we got one of the best co-hosts in the game, Jack Pinchuk. Jack, how you doing?
I'm doing well today. It's been a long day, but I'm doing well. I appreciate that compliment. Thank you very much. I'm just excited to get into this. Kirk has been having, I think, pretty easily the best season of his career. And Payson is always dangerous, no matter what season he's in. Even last year when he had some struggles in singles, he still put up a formidable fight in every match. Both players playing at the top of their game right now. I think we should just get right into it. I'm very excited for this match.
As am I. I agree with you, so we will get right into it, starting with the pre-match interviews. Starting with our lower-ranked competitor, Kirk Kowalkowski. Kirk, like I said, you're coming off an insane victory where you pitched a perfect game, didn't even check down to multiple choice on any of your questions. It was crazy. So how you feeling going up against Payson?
I feel all right. I'm nervous. Payson is obviously one of the best players we've ever had, and I've never played him in Melee before in singles. So it's going to be tough. Obviously, I mean, it's going to be one of the biggest challenges maybe I've ever had. But, if there's ever been a time I had a chance to beat him, I think it's now because I am playing, the best trivia I ever have. So we'll see. Either I get a chance to go back to the title match, which would be cool, or Payson gets a shot at the title, which I think also would be pretty cool. So very deserving player that I like a lot. So I'm just here. Let's have some fun. It should hopefully be a good match.
Should be, yeah. I forgot to mention, this is a kind of a civil war between the two of the hosts of Sight and Sound Breakdown. Yeah. Check out that show on Multiplex Entertainment. They do great stuff over there. We'll bring in your opponent now for this evening, one Payson Johnson. Payson, you're also having a really, really solid season. You technically haven't lost. You don't have a loss on your record from this season yet because you came in second in the Trios tournament. So that's got to feel pretty good. You got some good momentum going into today as well. How you feeling?
Feeling good. My first question is, where's Barr and why isn't he co-hosting? Let's get everyone on Sight and Sound Breakdown. Watch Sight and Sound Breakdown. It's a great show. No, but for real, I'm excited to play. I've never played Kirk in Melee. He's genuinely one of my favorite people in this community to talk movies with and to watch compete. And I'm kind of amazed it's taken us 5 years now to finally meet in this realm. And yeah, he says he's nervous, which I totally get. I'm nervous because Kirk is having one of the best seasons I think he's ever had. The perfect game was historic. And my whole mindset is if he's going to do that, I got to bring myself up to that level. I got 3 hours of sleep last night, which would normally scare me, but I've won matches with no AC in Arizona. So I'm feeling pretty okay. So let's play.
All right, sounds good. Well, good luck to you as well. We will get into round number one, which will work like this. It is the whiteboard round. So each player will be asked 8 questions, 8 different categories of movie trivia, which they'll answer individually on their whiteboards. And should any player get all 8 questions correct, they'll be asked a bonus question, also worth a point, 3 repeats, and 1 challenge to use for the entirety of the match. Any questions before we get started?
Kirk, I like your shirt.
I like yours as well. Thank you for wearing it.
I thought.
Jack, I like your shirt. Well, we're going to get
It's blue.
We're going to get started with your first question, which will come in the category of the 1990s. Mara Wilson plays the titular character in what 1990s family film? This is intense.
Very.
Tie game. Yeah.
I was going to make a joke, but I
Is
want to give
everything I
away any
expected it to be
answers.
this match so far. Good shit. 5, 4,
First question.
3,
Sorry.
2, 1.
If you laugh as hard as it did.
Hands down. We'll go to Kirk.
I guess Matilda?
And Payson.
Matilda.
Matilda is correct. And we're still 1-1. Look at that.
Yeah,
Gosh.
1-1 as we get into the second question of the match. Comes in the category of horror. In Dress to Kill, what specific kind of location does Liz see a woman murdered in?
It's a good movie.
I haven't seen it. I think I have the criterion, but I haven't seen this movie yet. I was a blind buy.
Pretty good. I don't want to give away anything about it, so I'll leave it there. Yeah, you should check it out.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Payson.
Elevator.
And Kirk.
Still on my watch list. I said art museum.
Ooh, Elevator is correct.
Good movie.
Although they are at an art museum earlier in the film, so that's a good guess.
Okay.
So yeah.
Didn't know that.
Elevator, but yeah.
So then your next question will come in the category of sci-fi/fantasy. In what 2020s fantasy film will you find an object called the Tablet of In what 2020s fantasy film will you find an object called the Tablet of Reawakening? There we go. Boom. Crushed it second time.
That is okay. You see, English is my first language, but the way I speak sometimes, you really think it isn't.
That's fair.
I'm just bad at it. I'm just bad at speaking in general.
5,
For proof, watch YLS. Any episode I'm on.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Kirk.
Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves.
And Payson.
Dungeons and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Good on both of you for having the full title because we need
Yep.
it. That is correct.
We would
3
not have been able to accept just Dungeons and Dragons because Jeremy Irons' movie exists.
You got to give honor to Marlon Wayne's people. Come on.
Yes.
Next category is Oscars. Who is the only person to win Best Director twice for films released in the 1960s?
Have you ever won Best Director?
No, although at my high school's film festival, I was in the running for that award.
Shit, nice. That's pretty cool.
Well, I think, yeah. Film studies is a blast.
4.
Repeat the question.
Absolutely. Once again, in the category of Oscars, who is the only person to win Best Director twice for films released in the 1960s? And then I rewatched that short film I made years later, and the response I had the entire time was one long oof.
Oh, damn. You'll have to send it to me. I need
It's
to
not
see
that
it.
bad, but there's so much that could have been cut.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Payson.
Took me way too long. Robert Wise.
And Kirk.
That's it, Robert Wise. I didn't have it.
Robert Wise is correct. So 4-2. As we get into your next question in the category of the 2010s, what is the profession of Donald Gleason's character Caleb in Ex Machina?
Now this is a fucking picture.
You watched the first time recently, right?
Yeah, with Adelaide, like when they were at my place, and I was on another plane of existence. It was a great time.
2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Kirk.
I said computer programmer.
And Payson?
But the same answer, computer programmer.
Well, you're both correct. Good job.
Both correct as we get into the next question, which is directors. Who directed Blood Diamond, Legends of the Fall, and Jack Reacher, Never Go Back?
So I'm a UFC fan, and let me tell you, there's this one fighter named Blood Diamond, who everyone was hyping up. He was undefeated coming into the UFC. It looked really cool. And he was like from this gym that got like a lot of champions in it. And then he went 0-3 in the UFC, and he was like the worst fighter I've ever seen in my life. It was pretty sad. 5,
Shit.
4, 3,
I haven't heard of them.
2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Payson.
Kanye West should have gotten a Best Original Song nomination for Diamonds in Sierra Leone for Blood Diamond, but it's Edward Zwick.
Oh, it is Edward Zwick, yeah.
And Kirk?
Yeah, that sound you hear is the other shoe dropping. I had nothing.
Oh, shit. Edward Zwick is correct.
That was not
So-
an original song, to be clear.
Fair enough. So 6-3 as we get into your next question in the category of the 1970s. In The Long Goodbye, Philip Marlowe's friend Terry is accused of killing someone with what relation to him? We need somewhat specific answer, semi-specific, but as I usually say when I say semi-specific,
When you say him,
don't
do you mean
overthink it.
When you say him, who's the him?
Terry.
Terry,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Good question.
I figured I was allowed to clarify that.
I believe we call that a dangling modifier.
Do we?
5. I think so. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down.
Wait,
He's
back.
he's here. Okay.
Back.
Yeah.
Kirk
Got an antecedent in those pronouns. I said sister.
and Payson.
But wife.
Wife is correct. So that score is 7-3. As we get into the final question around number 1, it should be said if Payson gets this question correct, you'll have a perfect round.
And this is in the category of scores and soundtracks. Who composed the scores for 300, The Devil's Rejects, and 2008's The Day the Earth Stood Still?
Have you ever stood still on the earth?
No, and you sat next to me in a movie theater, and you can attest that I am very bad at sitting still.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I mean, I didn't notice anything.
Oh, fair enough.
Kirk, pens down. There we go. We'll start with Kirk
I scribbled Junkie XL. It's probably wrong anyway.
and Payson.
I think it might be Ramin Djawadi, but I put Tyler Bates.
Tyler Bates is correct.
Let's go!
That is
Hey,
true
Ryko,
perfect round.
fuck you for predetermining history. Fuck you, Ryko.
Shit. Okay. Well, that is a perfect round for Payson. So this bonus question will only be for him. Your question. Primary characters in The Faculty, the SpongeBob SquarePants movie, and Black Panther Wakanda Forever are all temporarily harmed due to what specifically?
Hmm.
Five, 4.
Electricity?
It's unfortunately incorrect. We were looking for dehydration.
Ah, that makes sense.
Right. So then I have the score coming in round number 1. I have it 8-3 in Payson's favor. Is that what you have, Jack?
That is also what I have.
All right, then we'll get into round number 2, which will work like this. It is the wheel round. There's the wheel. So the competitors will get a chance to spin the wheel, which will decide what category they'll be answering questions in today. If they don't like the category they spin the first time, they can spin a second time, but they must keep whatever it lands on then. If 5 questions, each worth 2 points apiece, unless they check down to multiple choice, in which case it'll be worth 1 point. Stealing is available in this round. Categories on the wheel today are brains, which is the strength of Kirk. Payson did not choose a strength for this match, but he chose the general category of directors. Other general categories we have are scores and soundtracks, horror, music, crime, animated, and the 2000s. I think I missed one. Scores and soundtracks, that's the other one. So, Payson, you're in the lead. Would you like to spin first or defer?
I'll spin first.
All right. Then this is your first spin. And then the category of music. Would you keep that or spin again?
Can you actually go down on this one? Yeah, I'll keep it.
All right. Jack, would you like to give Payson his questions in music?
Sure. Payson, you ready for your questions in the category of music?
I am.
All right. Your first question. What music film is about British bandmates who must protect one another's I'm going to start that over. What music film is about British bandmates who must protect one of their members after he is targeted by a murderous cult?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, B, Quadrophenia, C, Help, or D, Tommy.
B. Quadrophenia.
B is incorrect. The 1 point steal opportunity for Kirk. Is it A, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, B, Quadrophenia, C, Help, or D, Tommy?
Help.
That is correct for the 1 point steal.
Conveniently left out that the British bandmates were the Beatles.
Or the Beatles.
Your next question. Who plays Cliff Ponsier, the frontman of Citizen Dick in Singles?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, Matt Dillon, B, Ralph Macchio, C, Emilio Estevez, or D, Rob Lowe.
Repeat the options.
Your multiple choice options once again are A, Matt Dillon, B, Ralph Macchio, C, Emilio Estevez, or D, Rob Lowe.
A. Matt Dillon.
A, Matt Dillon is correct for 1 point. Your next question. In Mo Better Blues, what instrument does Giancarlo Esposito's character play?
Trumpet.
That is incorrect. Kirk chance for a 2 point steal.
Trombone.
That is also incorrect. We're looking for piano.
Okay.
That's not going to be my guess.
Your next question in the category of music. Who directed the 2005 music film Last Days?
Damn. I'll go multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options are A, David Gordon Green, B, Gus Van Sant, C, Craig Gillespie, or D, Todd Field.
I'll use my second read to the options.
All right. Your multiple choice options once again. Is it A, David Gordon Green, B, Gus Van Sant, C, Craig Gillespie, or D, Todd Field?
I'm going to go B, Gus Van Sant.
And that is correct for 1 point. And your final question in the category of music. In Whiplash, Terrence tells Andrew a story about what musician having a cymbal thrown at their head?
Charlie Parker.
And that is correct for 2 points.
That was pretty.
Going out of Payson ground to get the score up. Well, so well, Kirk with the steal, get the score up. 4.
That's what I have, yeah.
All right, then we'll bring back the wheel for what will be Kirk's first spin. You land on the category of directors. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
You know what? Let's spin that one more time.
All right. Well, then this will be the category that you must keep.
Oh, jeez.
Let's choice. Payson, what would you like to give Kirk?
Yeah, I'll give him scores and soundtracks.
All right. Then I will be reading your questions in scores and soundtracks. Kirk, your first question. What was the most recent film directed by Darren Aronofsky that Clint Mansell composed the score for?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Mother, B, Noah, C, Black Swan, or D, The Wrestler.
I'll say Mother.
It's unfortunately incorrect. Payson for the 1 point steal. Is it A, Mother, B, Noah, C, Black Swan, or D, The Wrestler?
Noah.
That is correct for the 1 point steal. Right. Your second question. Who composed the score for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Carter Burwell, B, John Powell, C, T-Bone Burnett, or D, John Ottman.
I will guess A.
A is correct for 1 point. And shout out T-Bone Burnett. I don't know who you are, but
I almost guessed that just because I saw it.
Your third question. Kelly Clarkson recorded what hit song for the Princess Diaries 2 Royal Engagement?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Behind These Hazel Eyes, B, Miss Independent, C, Walk Away, or D, Breakaway.
I know all these songs so well, it's hard to pick one.
5, 4.
Miss Independent.
That is incorrect. Payson for the 1 point steal. Is A, Behind These Hazel Eyes, B, Miss Independent, C, Walk Away, or D, Breakaway?
We'll say D.
That is correct for 1 point.
Dang it. Is Miss Independent even a Kelly Clarkson song?
That is a Kelly Clarkson song, yes.
Okay, good. I don't feel as stupid now.
I'll take your word for it. All right. Cody, do what you do in the edit. Your fourth question, Kirk. What song has appeared in both the original version of Footloose as well as a film in the Shrek franchise?
Oh, what's the name?
Oh, duh.
Crap. I gotta go multiple choice.
Is it A, Let's Hear It for the Boy, B, Holding Out for a Hero, C, Cats in the Cradle, or D, Changes?
Holding Out for a Hero.
That is correct for 1 point.
I didn't know if it was that was the title or Hero, so I had to go.
Yeah.
Can I get a score update?
Payson in the lead 14-6.
All right.
So your final question. Who composed the score for American Beauty?
Multiple choice.
Your options are A, Nicholas Bertel, B, Michael Giacchino, C, James Newton Howard, or D, Thomas Newman.
Dang it.
Five, 4.
Thomas Newman.
That is correct for 1 point. All right, so coming out of round number 2, I have Payson in the lead 14 to Kirk 7. Is that what you have, Jack?
That's what I have, yeah.
All right, then we'll get into round number 3, which will work like this. It is the pick your poison round. So the players will draft from a pre-determined set of categories, what they will like for round 3, and they can choose from those categories what they would like for their 1, 2, 3, and 4 point question in that order. It will go until there's a mathematical winner. Categories they could draft today are 1970s, recent releases, crime, 2010s, 1990s, directors, sports, and classics. So let them pick their categories right now, and we will be right back. We're back. The players have selected their categories, so we'll start with Kirk. What category would you like for your 1-pointer?
Let's do sports.
All right. Well, then Jack will be reading you your questions. How rude of me. Jack.
All right, your 1-point question in the category of sports. Who plays WWE coach/recruiter Hutch Morgan in Fighting with My Family?
Vince Vaughn.
That is correct for 1 point.
So we'll stick with you. What category would you like for your 2-pointer?
1970s, please.
All right. Your 2-point question in the category of the 1970s. Who plays bully Billy Nolan in 1976's Carrie?
John Travolta.
And that is correct for 2 points.
Good one.
All right. So we'll stick with you. What category now would you like for your 3-pointer?
Let's have fun and mix up a little bit. We'll do crime.
All right. Just got to fix my board. All right. Your 3-point question in the category of crime. What 60s crime film is about a small-time hustler getting mixed up into the heist of a bejeweled dagger from a museum in Istanbul?
Oh, what's the name of that movie? Repeat.
All right. That is your first repeat. Your 3-pointer once again in the category of crime. What 60s crime film is about a small-time hustler getting mixed up into a heist of a bejeweled dagger from a museum in Istanbul?
Peter Ustinov's in it. It's not that. It's another one. Oh, what's the name of that movie?
5, 4.
It's the wrong one, but
3.
Rafifi.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Top Copy.
Top Copy. That's it. I knew it was a nonsense
Same,
word.
same director, though.
Yeah.
So you're on the right
I
track.
knew
Yeah.
it, yeah. Okay.
All right.
right.
So here's the here's the situation we are in now. Kirk has his 4-pointer remaining in the category of the 1990s. If he hits it, he will send it back over to Payson. If he misses, Payson will be the winner.
All right. So with that, your 4-point question in the category of the 1990s. What is the name of the island the majority of the Lost World Jurassic Park takes place on?
That's the other one.
5. Four.
Repeat.
All right. Your question once again, your 4-pointer in the 1990s. What is the name of the island the majority of the Lost World Jurassic Park takes place on?
Congratulations, Payson. Great game. Had a great time. Love you all. Insula Newbar.
And your winner, Payson Johnson. Pretty close. We were looking for Isla Sorna.
Yeah.
So we'll go in post-match interviews right now in a second, actually, before I want to talk to my good friend Jack and my beloved co-host. Jack, overall, I think this was a tough match for both competitors, I'd say, in round 2. I think both musical categories came up. You had the music and you had scores and soundtracks. 2 categories not a lot of people like, frankly. They don't get picked often. They never get drafted in round 3. Not categories that people like very often. So both competitors I think did pretty well in those categories. But overall, I think it was one that was just kind of a bit decided in round number 1 when Payson got a 5-point lead. It can be pretty tough to come back from that. But overall, I think Kirk, it can't be said enough just how good of a season he's had overall. So even though he had some tough questions today, I think he has nothing to hang his head over. But overall, what do you feel about the match?
I feel like it was a good match. It's always tough when you get saddled with a category that you just don't like very much, or that maybe it's just a little bit out of your wheelhouse. And unfortunately, that's just what happened with both players today. But Payson being able to grab a 5-point lead out of round 1 kind of gave him the insurance he needed later on in the game. Kirk by no means played poorly. Just some questions, they just weren't in his wheelhouse or whatever. That's entirely fair, and we've all had games like that before. But Kirk, it can't be it cannot be overstated how good of a season he has had. Joining the Perfect Game Club, which is a very, very limited number of people, and winning the title this year. He's had an incredible season so far and has absolutely nothing to hang his head about. This was a good match overall, and just a really fantastic season he's had so far.
Yeah, I agree. Well, let's talk with him about it real quick. Kirk, like we said, it didn't go your way today. But overall, like we were saying, it's been a phenomenal season for you. You're still kicking ass in teams as we're recording this as well. We didn't even get to mention, on top of winning the tournament that we had at the beginning of the year and the title. So overall, in singles, it might not have ended the way you would have wanted to hear today. Still making it to this point, very impressive. Overall, how you feel?
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I've really been out kicking my coverage accuracy rise all season. And especially after my last game against Rue, I said it was over. I said the other shoe's going to drop here. I'm due for a rough game, and that's exactly what happened. So it's fine. Payson. I needed to do well in round 1 to have a shot here. The wheel was not on my side. It was not a good wheel for me. And I knew I was going to get real lucky. I almost did, because Payson struggled. If I got a decent slice, I may have had a chance to get back into it, but it just was going to be real hard for me to do that with that wheel. But no shot against Payson. He played fantastic, perfect round, powered through his round 2. And it's crazy that Payson's never been a champion in this league. And has he ever even played for the title before?
He has, once against Barr.
Yeah, but the fact that he's never been champion is kind of nuts. So, good on him. He deserves a spot. And this league is always better and more fun, in my opinion, when the champion is somebody you can, enjoy and root for. And I think between yourself, Dylan, and Payson, no matter what happens, we're going to have that the other day. So it's a good result overall for the league, I think.
Well, when you do return, because I believe this is the end of your 2025 season. We're shooting very far ahead. When you do return in 2026, is there anyone in particular you'd be wanting?
Well, about that, I've been at this for a long time. This is my 7th season, and I think it's well known how much work I put into this, and my family has been very patient with me. There's a lot of, sorry kids, can't do it this weekend. Dad's going to watch the entire Saw franchise, or sorry, honey, don't make those plans. I got to study more fandom Oscars. So they have been very patient, but I made a promise to them a while back that if I ever won the title, I would retire. So that happened this year, and I've considered retiring. I've had some rough patches. I considered retirement several times over the past couple seasons. But now I think I can finally walk away and really be proud of what I've done, despite this final performance. Really be proud of what I've accomplished. I've made a modest positive impact on the game, I think, and I can move on with my head held high. So I am going to stick around in teams in Melee and Blockbuster as long as Mark and Redshaw will tolerate me. But I think we're going to call this my last singles match.
Damn. Well, I can say I speak for myself when I say that, like, I know when I played you first, I said you were one of my favorite players. You always have been. We love having you here. It's been an absolutely legendary career I think you've had, and this season, seeing you like get to the top and become champion was, I think, one of like the coolest moments, I think, as a fan saying that. So congrats on everything you've accomplished. We loved having you. We'll put you backstage for now, and we'll talk with a first place finisher who is also Payson Johnson, who is holding up a message here that I think we all echo for one Kirk. So Payson, overall, fantastic match. I think you, despite struggling in music, those are some tough music questions. I'll say that as the person who wrote them. I'll take the hit for that. But yeah, maybe they were a bit tough. My apologies. But overall, great performance. You're playing for a title now, playing for your second time officially challenging for the title. So how does that feel?
Okay, I'm going to put this down, but it better say this down here is all I'm going to say. Just to talk about that real quick, I think everyone knows I've been watching this game since 2019. I came into this game as a fan. Kirk was always one of my favorite people to watch play because I knew how seriously he took studying, how seriously he took the game. I loved watching him on your list stuff. So I always thought he was genuinely, like, most people don't talk about this, he might be the funniest person in the league, like, just pound for pound joke. The guy makes me laugh so hard. So he is going to be so dearly missed. I know this feels stupid to say. I really wish I wouldn't have gotten he wouldn't have gotten opponent's choice if I knew this was his final match. Like, getting opponent's choice as the winner always sucks because on the one hand, I'm like, I don't want to give him the anchor category. On the other hand, Kirk is a player that respects the game too much that I think he would get mad if I didn't do that. And I think there's something kind of disrespectful about not doing it. Yeah, round two, I got a little cocky. I've gotten a little cocky just taking general categories on my first spin. I've always said I'm not a fan of players that strength chase during round two of just keep on respinning until you get that one category you need. I always feel like that shows like a tad bit of weakness. Music was my fourth, was the fifth category there, and I always say if I get my top five categories, I want to take it. Obviously bit me right there, so I got to consider that for the title match. But yeah, I still feel good about my performance this round. I did well in round one, got those steals, and I'm really excited for that title match.
Yeah, well, you bring up the title match. This is awkward because I'm lead hosting. You're facing me. How do you feel about that?
Kirk said it. You guys said it. I've played in one title match. The last title match I was supposed to play in, I dropped out for personal reasons, and that has bitten at me ever since. And I have there is nothing I have wanted to do more since last year's Guinea Run than get back to this title. And it's 2 years in the making. I told myself, hey, look, regardless of who was at the top, I was going to take it with the exact same mindset, the exact same seriousness. At the same time, ever since the start of the year, I have wanted Payson versus Dylan 3. I think there is a weird story that if you look at from that first match to that second match to where we are now, both as players and as people that have run this league, there is something kind of poetic about this trifecta of matches. And genuinely, I could not be more excited to play you, Dylan, in the title match. I'm just going to say it right now. I'm terrified of that document. I'm terrified right now that neither of us are going to be looking at it. I pray that the writers know what they're doing, but I could not be more excited to play you in the title match.
Well, hey, like I said, I wrote those music questions, so maybe you should be happy that I'm not writing that document. But again, congrats on the win today. I'm excited to play you as well. We'll put you backstage for now, and we'll close this out. This has been rather emotional from both ends, both interviews. I will say that. But a great match overall. We love having Kirk here. Thank you for Kirk. Thank you for Payson. Thank you to all the writers, showrunners, everyone who helps make this league what it is. Thank you to Jack for co-hosting. Thank you to the viewers for watching. Without you guys being here to watch, we wouldn't be doing this shit in the first place. So thank you all. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Where we're going, we don't need roads.
In case I don't see you.
I'm gonna go home and sleep with my wife.
beautiful friendship.